Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.
Please welcome our next guest. The Middle East Business Leaders Awards are fast approaching, and it is a fantastic event that will see business leaders interact with one another and to explore business opportunities. The event aims to recognise the achievements of inspirational leaders from across the sectors.
That's right. Now, here to tell us more, please welcome Shahul, Hameed, Dawood. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother.
Jazakallah. Thank you so much for joining us, brother. It sounds like a fantastic event, the Middle East Business Leaders Awards. Tell us a little bit about how this idea came to you.
MashaAllah, I think it's my pleasure being here. And you guys have been fantastic. Just listening to you for the last 15, 20 minutes has been fantastic.
Oh, that's very kind. Jazakallah.
Alhamdulillah.
It's the donuts.
We can talk very passionately about donuts, I can tell you that. Sorry.
Alhamdulillah. The Middle East Business Awards was started exactly 7 years ago. And we have been doing this in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, taking turns. The primary objective of this event is to bring all the business people, business community from the Muslim countries, and to interact with all the top business people, young entrepreneurs, so at least they get to have a platform to source for new products and services. And importantly, we believe that recognition is a very important factor for any business and the leaders. And when you get recognized, you get motivated, and you have the extra factor to move along. And alhamdulillah, we've been doing this very successfully, and we are able to bring in a lot of young entrepreneurs around the world. And last year we decided that we wanted to have a new venue, and we thought London will be a very important venue where we could bring in some GCC, Middle East people, Malaysian people. We have people coming from Singapore, India. So this will be a meeting avenue for all these people along to interact with the business people in London. So that was the whole thing we started last year earlier.
Fantastic.
It's absolutely fantastic to see it's now the 7th award, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously it's propelled to the beginning 7 years ago. All of a sudden, obviously, people now, entrepreneurs now being recognised within the field. And obviously at these events, you're looking at the CEOs, you're looking at the owners, the vice presidents, and they're actually recognising all the young achievers that have come in, and it's just propelled now into its 7th year.
7th year.
I mean, that is absolutely fantastic.
I think we couldn't believe, the time flies so fast,
It does.
It's just like we started, we started with a lot of tough things, it's never easy to start awards and run it, internationally. It has a very good process and a system. We don't just give awards to anyone and everyone. We accept nominations around the world. People send in their nominations, and they have a jury. A jury comes from almost 3 to 4 countries. They spend a lot of time sitting down, evaluating the nominations, and there's an auditing firm. They need to make sure that they audit and authenticate the documents submitted by the award recipients.
That's extraordinary.
It's a whole lot of process involved in these awards.
And it really is attention to detail as well. So a large organisation, they would recognise an individual. That individual then, they would then contact the organisation, and then the organisation would do its own vetting, recognise that person, and then it go through a vetting system, and then on the night, it's when that individual will be awarded.
In fact, that's right.
That's fantastic. Now, what kind of businesses do you look at in this? So are we talking about high-end, top-level businesses? Are we looking for dynamic new businesses? Are we looking for kind of SME organization? Like, what kind of businesses do we look for in this?
When we started initially 6 years ago or 7 years ago, our objective is to bring in the leaders, regardless of any sectors, regardless you come from SMEs or SMIs or large-scale companies. We want to pick the individuals. We want to get the drivers or the leaders who could really do well in the industry. Then over the period of time, it shaped up very well. Then we started to receive a lot of nominations from the large-scale companies. You won't believe it. The best boys in GCC have submitted their nominations for this Middle East Business Awards.
Amazing.
And today we focus on 30 different categories,
Wow.
30 different categories coming from
awards.
30 different categories from SMEs, SMIs, the different sectors. Then we go for masterclass. Then we have lifetime achievement awards. So it's a whole lot of excitement for tomorrow.
I can imagine. It's 30 awards.
Yeah.
That's right. And such a broad range of sectors as well. From
exactly.
some funding to business to entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. We have things like automotive industry, aeronautic industry, F&B. We want to pick the best in that respective industry, and they need to be recognized. Yeah.
And there's a lovely book that you've done specifically for the awards, isn't it?
This we call it a coffee table book, and we print it and we circulate it around all top business people.
A coffee table book.
Coffee table book, yeah. And we write a short description about the award recipient, where do they come from, what do they do. What is their contribution to the community. In fact, we have the criteria for these awards. They got to make sure they contribute back to the community, and their social CSR, corporate social responsibility is heavy, and they make sure they got employment opportunities for the young people. So these are all the criteria we put into.
This is interesting. This is going to be my next question, actually, which is about what's the responsibility of an award winner? Because it's not just about self-celebration, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about absorbing a responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, what do they give back?
You see, this is very interesting. And you bring out this. We don't just leave the award recipient, they just come in, participate in the gala dinner, pick up the trophy and they go back. We need to make sure we keep the engagement going. We run a breakfast session with the leaders. We bring in young entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs. We sit down with them, they have a session with them, they share their success stories. And not everybody will be able to share their success stories tomorrow, but we will line up these people for the next 1 year. So, we have a lot of content. And we have a lot of young people who are very keen to listen to these people. So we organize it over a tea or a breakfast or a dinner. So the excitement will be going on.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, how can people find out more and maybe purchase tickets for the event?
You see, most of these conferences and the top talks are done free. You could go and register in the website, which is meblasa.com. Or you could register back in the American Leadership Development Association. That's one of the primary driver of this program. For young people, it's like a CSR. We want to do corporate social, for young people. They could at least listen to the experienced people, the seasoned people, so that could help them to have a, leapfrog strategy, from zero, they just jump to 10, from the experience they gain from those experts. Yeah.
And this event tomorrow is being held where?
It's held in Intercontinental Park Lane. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be
nice
that's going to
Lovely.
be 250 guests coming from almost 10 countries tomorrow. You get to see some of the best royalties, and we have some MPs coming from London as well.
Fantastic. And of course, you'll have Islam Channel's very own Asif there as well, doing his thing as well. So if you're around and you want to get some business information, learn about business from the best in the world. It's a brilliant event to attend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, pleasure's
stick
mine,
around.
yeah.
We'll chat some more, inshallah.
Certainly, bro. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
It's our pleasure to have you.
yeah.
Inshallah, the event will be a great success
Inshallah.
and continue on and on and on.
Living the life. Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.